Hello everybody, so Sarah here, as you know me on Xbox, beat by a girl. So I actually am a gamer, little did you know. I haven't really been playing too many video games lately, but I got back into it because I wanted to hermit. So this is Halo Wars 2. I love this game, and I'm going to be showing you guys a Jackrabbit rush from Kinsano. I got this game about a week ago, and I'm loving it. I've just finished the campaign, figured I'd start making little boys cry online. So I'm going to start off with building a supply depot, one more supply depot, or supply pad, and then a generator for power. Obviously, first thing I do is send my Marines off to collect resources. I can't have my minions sitting around doing nothing. A good queen keeps their people busy. So first thing I do inside the main base is to build a jackrabbit and upgrade it. So I send my jackrabbit out to collect resources. Once I see 200 in the bank, I go and pick up a second mini base. So I'm going to want to keep pumping out jackrabbits, upgraded jackrabbits, so that I right away have a little army and I can just send them in. So they already have their upgraded. Now, something that I do sometimes, and that's really smart, is to send out a scout and see what they're building, so you know what to build, know what to prepare for, know if they're going to be prepared for your rush, all that good stuff. But I didn't do it here. It was really late, and I just wanted to knock out a quick rush. I also noticed that his rank was the same as mine, which is low. I'm very low ranked, but you know, I play like a higher rank. So as you can see, all I have are supply depots or supply pads and one generator. Now power is very important for the long game. So if my rush doesn't work, I will usually get rid of one of my supply pads and turn it into a generator and start getting my power up so I can get my tech up. So since I'm going for a rush, I'm not worrying about turrets. I'm not worried about them rushing me. I'm worried about having enough units. So as you can see, as my power keeps building, I do upgrade my generator to get more power, and then I start upgrading my supply depots. But all that while, I start pumping out jackrabbits. So you'll see my leader power. I start off with the drop turret, and then I upgrade to hardline, which means once every unit comes out, they come out with a little buff, a little boosted. So her queen has some special units coming out. Now I've got pretty much all my supply pads down, and it's time to just focus on my units. Jackrabbit, jackrabbit, jackrabbit. Now, you want to make sure that you set your rally point. Not a lot of people do this. Set your rally point so that all your units are going to the same point. Okay, and don't let your units sit still. I like to send them out to get the power, but it all depends on map placement. So like, I'm sending this jackrabbit to see who's out here, see if any of the enemies are collecting here. Once I see that the power's still there, I get the power. I find that to be a little more valuable in this game because supply, like the regular resource supply, comes pretty easy. It's harder to get the power. So I get them out to get the power. And with the long game, you need the power to upgrade to second tech, where you get the better vehicles, better air units, all that good stuff. So I get my hardline. So now all the units that come out are a little boosted. As you'll see, they're glowing red. They have a nice red glow. So as you can tell, I've already got a good little number of units, and they're coming out boosted now. So I'm almost ready to send them in and get some action going on here. But as you can see, all I'm doing now is, like, I've upgraded the Jackrabbit, the second upgrade, which gives them a little support drone, and that will heal them. The support drone heals them, gives them a farther shooting range, I believe, and you can detect hidden units, which isn't usually an issue when you're doing a rush, but still. So I now have my little army, and I'm sending them in, and I noticed that he's got a little side base here, but it's not worth attacking. I just want to take out his main base and let him worry about what's going on up there. So he'll be focused on that, most likely, since he's a lower rank, he's not going to be focused on upgrading his little base too much, because he's going to be panicking and freaking out because I'm taking him down. So they're all sent in, and obviously I'm going to get them going on at the turret, get that thing out of there first, and any unit that comes out. And you'll see, as soon as I have enough units, I drop a turret. These turrets are actually pretty decent. I don't mind them. They last a good amount of time, they're strong, and they're pretty effective. So I drop it. Especially, it's also a good distraction as well. So he dropped a napalm strike on me, which took a few of my units out. And that's okay, because I'm still kicking his butt. So as you can see, you can't sit still, even though you got your army there. Micromanage, make sure they're attacking the turret, attacking the things that are important, and keep your other bases pumping out units, upgrading buildings. Never sit still. I'm checking out what buildings they have. As I see, they have an armory, so they're probably going for their leader. I find that like a really stupid early game move. I wait for an armory until a little later in the game. That's when I can afford to get like the Condor unit, the ultimate unit. And so, you know, I start off with, you know, being able to build units, build an army, or at least drop 2 generators, double them up or upgrade them, so you've got lots of power coming in. Then you can upgrade your base fast, you get that 2nd tack, 3rd tack, start getting really good units. So as you can tell, you know, my units are somewhat dwindled compared to when I sent them out, but because I have this huge lineup of units being built, they just keep pumping in and rushing in there, and you know, their queen is very proud. Yeah, I got this game about a week ago, and I focused on the campaign first, so I could kind of get a good feel for it. And I love this game. I love this like real-time strategy thing where you get to really think about, you know, building an army, avoiding rushes, defense, making little boys cry. It's fun. I love the rush, and you know, your heart gets pumping when playing these games. It gets intense, you know, when you've got a really good opponent and you're countering each other really well, and you're building counter units to counter each other, and then they come back with the opposite counter unit because you know, they know what you're using, and everything just switches, and you're going back and forth. It's like adrenaline. I love it. It's fun. So I've been enjoying it. Now I see, since he didn't quit right away after I got his base down this far, I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe he's got something else going on. This could be a bit more of a battle. So I send my Jackrabbit out to pick up another mini base. And his base is almost done. Look at the little army. They're so loyal and dedicated. And I was attacking the base, so he's already got me done. So I'm not going to bother attacking him, really. There's no point. I'm not too worried about what's happening up here. By the looks of it and the way he's building and stuff, I'm about 99.9% sure I've got him beat right now. His base is done, so I'm going to send them all to that other little side base, clear that out, and hope he doesn't have anything else going on that I don't know, or that catches me off guard. So set my rally point there, so all my new units come out there, drop my turret right in front of them, and go. Who would have known I played video games like this, eh? Purely innocent, sweet, so Sarah. Yeah, I used to be a gamer, and I stopped for a long time. I lost all interest in it, and you know, I guess the right game wasn't out there for me yet. So Halo Wars 2 came out, and I've already fallen in love with it. Still pumping out those Jackrabbits. And look at that army, like, destruction. So I'll tell you right now, I did win. The recording stopped right before it said victory. Believe me, trust me, I did win. Right now it's about to pop up, but oh no, he napalmed me. Now, I screwed up with that napalm. I basically, instead of moving away from it, I moved right in the direction of it. Bad queen move. But hey, so, you know, keep paying attention to that stuff and watching what their leader powers are about to be used. and dodging them is useful. So right now you can see I'm like looking into the recording time because it only records 10-minute clips. So I'm like, okay, is it done? Should I keep recording? And I wanted it to get to the end where it said victory, and I messed up. But as soon as this base destroys, he gives up. Which, why would you keep playing? You're just getting embarrassed, you know? So right now I win. Love you guys. Bye.